Okay, so I'm going to try to do this one-handed with an iPhone. Probably be a lot easier if I set it up a little more professionally, but just thought this would be a quick video. So, ReptiChip, everybody talks about it, everybody raves about it, I rave about it, it's fantastic. Kind of just chunked up chunks of coconut. Holds humidity really well. I really haven't hardly noticed any smells from the ball pythons. I even put it in with some green tree pythons when they're about to shed, just to hold the humidity up and that type of thing. So nice product, pretty chunky, which is great. Comes in a cube, a block, and it comes together pretty easy. You just dunk it in water, hold it down there, let some of the air bubbles come out so that it fills up with water, let it sit for 5 or 10 minutes, and then it kind of just comes apart almost on its own and turns into a big bucket full of ReptiChip. Then there's Grow It. It's actually a product, coconut product. It says cocoa chips, but made for mulch for gardening and that type of thing. So a lot of people have said, yeah, ReptiChip is great, but it's pretty expensive. And Grow It is the exact same product, and I'm all for it. If something's the exact same product and it's quite a bit cheaper, then I'll definitely go with the cheaper product. But is it really the exact same product was the question that I had. So the quick answer to that is no, it's absolutely not the same product. It turns into about the same amounts. Surprisingly, the Grow It is a smaller cube to begin with, but then turns into a little more in the bucket. I think most of that is because this Grow It is mostly all fiber. Hopefully you can kind of see that in the video. It's just a lot of the strains of the coconut, whereas the ReptiChip is there's definitely some fibers in there and that type of thing, but it's mostly chunks and chips, where this is mostly, if not all, just super fibrous. I haven't noticed, so these are both fresh batches, they've come out of the water. I haven't noticed that there's any dust difference between the two. You would think that this Grow It product would be more dusty, and it certainly may be once it dries and that type of thing entirely. But no real difference currently while it's still a little moist. It might be a tiny bit more dust just because of the type of product it is with the Grow It coconut chips. I will say the Grow It took much longer to turn into what it is now from the cube. Being that it's mostly fibers, it is compressed really densely, which is probably why the cube is a little smaller than the ReptiChip cube. And so it took multiple times through to get the core of it wet and loosened and that type of thing. And then in the process of breaking up the Grow It product, I found a lot of this. It looks like coconut skins, or the outside of the shell that doesn't really turn into this. I thought this was plastic. I can't tell if you see, but it's actually wood, or part of the coconut. But so there's the difference. The ReptiChip is about $21, maybe $21 to $25 a pair you get it shipped. The Grow It is about $10 shipped. So they're very different products. Although I will say, maybe this stuff will be fine. I'm planning on testing it on a few ball pythons to kind of see how it works. Would love to get your feedback on it. If you post a comment and let me know what you think, if you would use this in a neonate rack, or just an adult rack, or both, or if you've used this and been successful with it. My thought was maybe just to mix the two together, but I guess the moral of the story is that the Grow It is much different than the ReptiChip, but maybe the Grow It works. I'm not real sure yet. So I hope that's helpful to everybody to kind of get an idea of what it is and what the differences are between them. Real quick, the Grow It certainly says cocoa chips, and the picture there has pictures of cocoa chips. The picture on the Grow It is identical to the actual product in the ReptiChip. The picture on the ReptiChip is identical to the ReptiChip, as it should be. So that's it. Post any questions or comments you might have. Love to hear your thoughts. Thank you. All right, real quick, one more quick thing I thought you might want to see. Some of the snakes that I have on the Grow It coconut product versus the ReptiChip coconut product. This is one of the breeder racks. Here is a big bumblebee. She is on the Grow It coconut product. Kind of gets matted down. I don't know if that's good or bad, but seems okay so far. Let's see. This is the ReptiChip. This is a Mystic Yellow Belly Ghost. She'll go this year, but she is on the ReptiChip. Excuse me. What else is on? I think this is a Pastel Ghost, Possible Het Clown. This is on the Grow It product. What else? This is a breeder Pastel Lesser Enchi Ghost. She's on the ReptiChip. So you can see it looks somewhat similar. The Grow It product gets matted down a little more. The ReptiChip is still, you know, fairly loose in there. It doesn't get tied into itself and that type of thing. So let's see. No, that's about it. So have a great day and hope you enjoyed the video. Please comment if you have anything to say about either of the products and or if you have any questions. Thanks.